What is going on, YouTube? As you can see, I am not in front of the camera for this because normally I don't do these sort of videos talking about TV shows or video games, but I am such a big fan of the Fallout video game series that I just had to come on here and at least give my 2 cents on the most recent and seemingly very successful Fallout TV series from Amazon.
Everyone wants to save the world, they just agree on how.
Now, the main crux of this show is Lucy, who is a vault dweller, needs to find her dad, who is kidnapped by a group of Wasteland raiders led by Moldaver. Now, at the same time, Maximus, who is a promising young soldier in the Brotherhood of Steel military group, is hunting down a scientist who works for the last remaining remnants of the United States government known as the Enclave. Now, this scientist has information that could affect everybody in the Wasteland, so this Brotherhood of Steel group wants this scientist for their own benefit. And Howard, a Ghoul Bounty Hunter, is also looking for that very same scientist because a bounty was put on him by Moldaver. And so the paths of all three of these characters intertwine in a quest that could have lasting ramifications on the world and the Wasteland itself.
Ain't much stays clean up here, Volty.
Now, I'm not going to overcook this video, so let me get right to the point. I absolutely loved this series. I thought it was great. It stays faithful to what the video game series is in tone, and it has a good blend of character-driven stuff, action, and also some silly and dark, sardonic humor that the video game franchise is known for.
I'm simply going to harvest your organs.
I love the attention to detail with the sets. I mean, they went through the painstaking detail to recreate a real tangible wasteland that feels real and looks lived in. And I like the fact that they didn't go green screen and CGI heavy with a lot of it. They only used it when necessary. And for somebody like me who loves practical effects and stuff done in camera, I thought it was excellent. When talking about this with friends, I often compared it to Metallica's Black Album, and what I mean by that is that the Black Album had a lot of classic Metallica stuff in there that would appease those hardcore fans, but it also wasn't so niche that it wasn't going to alienate a much broader audience. So when I say that this is the Black Album for Fallout, that's exactly what I mean. There's a lot in there that's going to satisfy the hardcore fans of the video games, but it also serves as a really good entry point for people who might be new to the franchise as a whole.
There you are, you little killer.
Now, I thought Ella Purnell as Lucy was fantastic. I'm not too familiar with her as an actress. She looks familiar. I'm not sure if I have seen her in anything before this, but I thought she was great. She does a great job. She shows a very good range. She can handle the funny and the silly stuff, but also can handle the very heavy and dramatic stuff. So hers is a name I'm going to be paying attention to moving forward in other projects that she does. But you can't talk about this show without talking about Walter Goggins as Cooper Howard because he completely steals the show. I can't come up with enough superlatives to describe just how awesome of a job Walter Goggins does. He is a complete badass, and if there was just one reason that you should watch this show, it is for his performance.
I'd offer you one of these cherry tomatoes, but you got a hole in your neck.
I think Moldaver, played by Sarita Kudry, I know I'm probably butchering that name right now. I think she is a very interesting antagonist. Now, I'm going to hold off from calling her a straight up villain, because at first that's what you think she is, but it's not until later where they reveal what she's exactly fighting for. So while she is the main antagonist of this story, she is not really the villain. Well, except for one kind of fucked up thing she does towards the end, but I'm not going to spoil that for you. Now, unfortunately, the weakest link of this entire ensemble is Maximus, played by Aaron Motten. And now he plays a conflicted character torn between his devotion to the Brotherhood of Steel and wanting a simpler life. But I just couldn't get into his character. I don't know if it was the writing itself or if it was the fact that through a lot of the scenes his delivery is just very wooden and he comes off as very inaffectionate, and I get that from a character perspective in a way because he is like paramilitary, but he just has no charisma to him. Now Ella Purnell and Walter Goggins got charisma for days, but this guy, not so much. Now they hint at a budding romance between him and Lucy, but like I said, his lack of charisma and his stilted acting makes it feel forced, so whatever romance could be there just doesn't feel natural. I hope he shows something in season 2 because here in season 1, he's just not doing it for me.
You want to make my cock explode now?
Now, hardcore fans of the games will know that the Vaults and Vault Tech, who come across as very benevolent, are anything but. And without giving too much away in terms of spoilers, because I do want people who haven't seen this to actually watch it, especially if you aren't familiar with Fallout at all, I think you'll really dig it. As insidious as Vault Tech is, I like the fact that they infer that they could potentially be even more insidious than they actually are. Those of you who had seen the show will know exactly what I'm talking about. Plus, there's a lot of nice little Easter eggs and winks and nods to the video games for hardcore fans in there, especially where we all believe that Season 2 is going to be headed to. But as a longtime fan of this video game franchise, if you're looking for my recommendation, definitely go check this out. All the episodes are on Amazon right now. They're easy to binge. They're about 40 minutes to an hour a piece. I highly recommend it. I do not think you'll be disappointed. But alright, Wastelanders, that was my look into the Fallout series. I am highly anticipating and looking forward to Season 2 since it's already been confirmed. Hopefully it doesn't take too long. But anyways, if you've seen Fallout, please post your comments below. What are your thoughts on it? And remember to like, comment, and subscribe. Adios. Now, GTFO.